Alright, everyone. I'm sorry to put this out the way it is currently, but there's a conversation that needs to be had today. Um, Yesterday, there were a significant amount of things that have occurred. Um, as a lot of you can very cleanly see, I have cut my ties with Shadow Syndicate. No longer a member. But there is a very long-winded story to what happened. I will have to share, or I have to cut out some details due to privacy of some of the people that are involved. And I wanted to put this out and make people aware of what is going on behind the doors of Shadow Syndicate. Yesterday afternoon, following classes for myself as I'm still in college, I received a message from the recruiter from Shadow Syndicate that had initially brought me in and had told me what had essentially happened with her. She sent me a lot of personal screenshots and DMs of things that were currently happening, and she had been removed. She had been removed from the Discord, had been removed from the team, and had initially been framed for something that she did not do. And unfortunately, she was the victim of the manipulation of the leader of Shadow Syndicate. For those just coming in, we are talking about a serious topic today with Shadow Syndicate, the previous team that I was involved in. There's a trigger warning for everybody that is currently watching this. I put that in the title. There are claims of, or themes of sexual harassment, abuse, and threats. So I wanted to put that out there before anybody continues watching, before I continue on with what's happening and what's happening behind the screen, or behind closed doors, so to speak. Yesterday afternoon, a member we will just refer to as M reached out to me and explained to me what happened, because I had not gone on the team Discord at this point yet in the day. I was exhausted from classes and things had just kind of naturally progressed, so I was a little bit beat. So, she messaged me with something along the lines of, hey, I wanted to let you know I have been removed from Shadow Syndicate, and I wanted to let you know, please don't believe what they're telling you. And I had already received several ats from Shadow Syndicate. I had not read them. I had not gone through them because one of my friends were now in duress, and I felt it necessary for me to give her my utmost attention. So, going through things, she informed me of the fact that the leader of Shadow Syndicate, better known as SYN Pings, or now currently known as SYN Crackshot, CRAKKSHOTT. And they had some private conversations and had some personal things that had happened between the two of them. I will not disclose that for safety of both Pings and of M. Will not mention her name just for safety's sake. With everything that was going on, I felt it necessary that another moderator be involved, as I am only a friend of M and a member of the team, and there was clearly something that was shady going on. Being a moderator of several Discords, several communities, I am aware of when knowing to involve someone other than myself, and being the fact that I was not a high-ranking member of the team, as I was very new at the time, I had to step up and direct this to someone that could take action. So I directed it to a person that we will refer to as F. F received an initial message along the lines of, hey, did you hear what happened with M? And her and I began to discuss what was happening. She shared a few details, not to any severity for safety's sake, and being the fact that I was a newer member, and the fact that I had not discussed anything with the other members or the people involved. So we had to have a very quick discussion, and the fact of the matter was that a moderator of the Discord and of the community was not aware of what was going on, was not aware of the falsicities that were being created by the leader of the team, and the fact that he was manipulating others and telling others a false story and a false narrative. To back that and to prove the claims, M showed me all DMs and all personal messages that had occurred regarding to the situations related to the circumstances for the past 2 months. That was about 3 dozen or 2 dozen DMs in total, or pictures of DMs in total, and I had shared them with F. Her and I discussed for a short time. I explained some of the problems and some of the things that had gone wrong, and explained where to go from there. F had relayed the information to Pings, or Crackshot, whichever you'd like to refer to him as, that I had been involved, that I had been brought in, and I was made aware of the situation. The narratives that were being discussed in private DMs were along the lines of 2 adults talking about adult behavior between partners, things of that nature, just situations that happen between partners, so to speak. And at one point or another, both parties became incredibly uncomfortable. M herself told me that she was made to feel extremely uncomfortable and was brought to the point of not wanting to continue conversations with Pings on the topics that were being discussed. The same thing could be said for Pings as well. It was very mutual, but what needed to be said and what was happening should not have gone to the lengths that it did. But the way in which it was handled was very poor on behalf of Pings. M backed off as was necessary at the time, and took great measure to avoid conversation and avoid the circumstances of which. Following this, new rules were set out in the Discord and in the team that specifically targeted M. Essentially telling all members not to second guess, not to talk, not to do specific things that all had to relate to M specifically. And a very large one that had gone unseen, that was under the radar for me and myself and several other of the smaller members of the community at the time, was that people that had mental health problems were being bullied by Pings. If you were to not be okay, not be alright in the situation and the circumstances that you were involved in, and needing someone to talk to, if Pings was the one to talk to, he would use that as ammunition against you. And frequently used it against M, and referred to her as a crybaby, I believe was the words that she used and told me, and called her melodramatic, things along those lines, and essentially tried to manipulate her into believing that her mental health problems were being blown out of proportion. Now, I want to preface this and say that any mental health problems, and many people in this community know that I suffer from mental health problems myself, and several members of my community suffer from mental health problems, and I do not stand for anyone targeting someone with mental health problems and holding that against them, when them themselves as well also had mental health problems, and that was made very apparent. Pings is incredibly unstable and incredibly not well at this time. And it doesn't matter the amount of private apologies that are made. It is the matter of how many public apologies and the actions that are taken going forward. Pings sexually harassed M. It is very clear in the DMs that he was the one that initiated and continued said conversations, and took it too far. I will not be releasing those conversations for safety. But know that if you attempt to come at me or anyone involved, I will release those DMs to the public, because this is not defamation. This is trying to strong-arm people into doing what you want, Pings. If you are watching, which I'm certain you are, or you will be in the near future, you need to be aware that what you did was not okay. Completely. You threatened me with a lawsuit when I brought this to another moderator of a Discord because you were not well. Because you took your power and used it to manipulate your community onto turning on one of your friends. M hurts because of what you did, and she stayed up to the point of exhaustion and passed out, missing her doctor's appointment because of what you did. On top of everything that had happened following the original conversations and you kicking her from the Discord, you continued to repeatedly harass her and became a sexist piece of shit towards her on Twitter. How fucking dare you belittle a woman and call her mouth a dick sucker? How fucking dare you? You are a married man. You should be so much more aware of what is happening and how to treat women. You are a terrible and disgusting human. Do not come for people and do not belittle them because of their sex, their mental health, their race. I'm gonna get as close as I fucking can for this. You come for my friends. I will take this public. More public than it is now. I have friends in several communities that are larger streamers and are gonna see this. And they are going to bring this even further up. I will not be satisfied until you step down from Shadow Syndicate. I don't care how long you've put into that. After what you've done, you have no right as a team leader to remain in power of a community that you abuse. You are manipulating others. It is unfair to them. You have children in your Discord, on your team, competing for you. You have no right. You are taking advantage of people, and I will not stand for it. And the second that you try to come at anyone that was involved, I swear to God, I will leak every single one of your dirty little DMs onto Twitter and tag you in every post. I swear on everything. Do not trifle. Long story short, this is unacceptable. Pings, you know what you did. You abused your power. You stepped out of bounds. You stepped out of line. You abused people. You hurt people. You disrespected a close friend of mine. You disrespected women. You disrespected your power. And the second someone questioned you, you threatened them. I can't be strong-armed, Pings. And I won't be. You take that power and shove it. I will not stand by. This isn't your personal information anymore. It's not being leaked to the public. I didn't leak your DMs. You can't touch me. No one knows your real name, your address, your nothing. But don't think for a second that I can't find it. I will come for you if you make it a thing. I don't need to look hard to find your personal information and make sure you are served by every ounce of justice. I will end this. Point blank, period. You have no power anymore. I want to make sure that you never see the light of day again in the esports or streaming community. Shut down everything. Your Twitter, your Twitch, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Discord. Get off it all. Step down. Be done. Hand it off. You have zero right anymore. I will not stand by. Hear me and understand that you fucked up. You royally fucked up, Pings. That is all I have for today. Everyone, I'm very sorry for getting overdramatic or getting heated. This thing needs to be said to everyone. If you know anyone that is involved with Shadow Syndicate, tell them to leave. Until he steps down from power, that entire community is not safe. Okay. Yes. Before we continue, or before we finish off for the evening or for this stream, I'm going to make a very quick call to M herself. She's been in chat, and I believe she would like to speak on behalf of what happened to her. And I want to make sure that things are being made aware of, and I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, M, floor is yours. Floor is yours, dude.
Hello? Okay, you can hear me.
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I was the recruitment manager of Shadow Syndicate, an admin. I've been around on the team for a few months, and in those few months that I was a leader, I gave a lot to the team. I dedicated days, nights, I changed my sleep schedule. I cancelled plans, like real life plans, for the team. So I was very, very committed, and I did a lot of things for this team. And I butted heads with Pings a few times because the issue that he has is if you do not agree with what he says, if you don't agree with his decisions, then your opinions don't matter. You are instantly either cast aside, threatened with being kicked, and I've been told on more than one occasion by Pings, and other people have been told the same thing, you should shut up. And that, if your opinion is different, then just be quiet. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to know any different opinion to his. And that is how he's led this team, with an iron fist. But I've always worked things out with him. And what happened is, this was the 8th of April. We had a consensual, friendly, joking conversation that was inappropriate in nature, but we were very close friends, and it was something that we were comfortable with. And he asked me if I wanted to know information pertaining to his sex life. He asked me if I wanted to know, and then told me before I even had a chance to respond. I would say something like, "Okay, cool," or like, "Damn," and he would give me more details, more information without me prompting him. And I had no issue with this because it was a casual conversation, and we were both consenting adults who were fine with that. And that's where I thought it was. So that was that. And then flash forward to the 19th, I believe. I made a joke to him in DMs based on something he told me during that conversation on the 8th. And he said no in response to my question, which was the joke. And I made a comment. And the comment I made was completely a joke. And it was just me saying, "Oh, that would be hot though," with a laughing face. A joke. He said to me, "That's not cool. You're talking to my best friend. That's not cool." I said, "Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm very sorry. I won't bring this up again. I realize I crossed a line with you and that you're not comfortable anymore, and so I won't do it." And that was that. I did not hear anything else from him after that. And in fact, we were in voice chat that night after that had happened, joking around, playing video games, completely fine. And then I sleep very late because I'm currently on these medications that make me very tired, but at stupid times. But anyway, I wake up at like 4 p.m. my time to a message from him saying, um, I don't think you can be on this team anymore. You realize how many rules you've broken? And I said, okay, what have I broken? And he copy and pastes me the message in his rules that is the sexual harassment rule, saying that you do not sexually harass people. And I'm sat here thinking, this is ridiculous. He's the one asking me if I wanted to know things. He's the one giving details. He was the one who asked me if I was a virgin in private messages. A married man asking a 20-year-old if they're a virgin and saying that apparently he was uncomfortable when I was having these conversations with him. He justified it by saying that I was prying information out of him. And what was really happening is he realized that everything he said could incriminate him and he wanted that power back. So, do you know how he got that power back, or tried to? Is by turning it on me, twisting the truth, because of course people will believe a man over a woman, and then kicking me out the team. And I said to him, what happened between us did not um what happened between us was not me prying information out of you. And he said, do not argue with me or I will kick you from this team. So I didn't even have a chance to defend myself to him. And I said, I'm very sorry if you took what I said the wrong way. The second you said you weren't okay with it, I stopped and I apologized. And he said, I don't know what to do with you. And I was like, okay, well, just let me know because I did want to stay in the team. And then I get a message about 10 minutes later saying, I'm very sorry, we need to part ways. And from then, he kicked me out of the team. I was very, very upset because he was painting me out to be a sexual harasser. He had already told another person in the leadership what had happened, the entire thing. But I believe it was his side of the story and not mine because I know that that person would have had my back if they knew the full truth at the time. But I tried to message them, and they just said, "Good luck. We're doing what's best for the team," and deleted me. Um, so I said, "Fuck it. I have no choice but to stand my ground, stand up for myself, because I am not letting him get away with manipulating people any longer. This is not just this one situation. He does this all the time to so many different people." And it's sometimes small things, sometimes big things. Either way, any information you give him, he will use against you. In the past, he's used my mental health as an excuse to take power away from me. He has used my mental health as an excuse to say I'm not fit to do the jobs I'm doing, and tries to tell me that he knows my health and he knows me more than I know myself. He has personally targeted me during staff meetings and general team meetings, and it's just not on. And I do not think that he's mentally fit to run a team because he has these crazy anger flare ups where he starts yelling and threatening people, and he makes all these random choices. When he revamped the team, he talked to someone an hour before the meeting and decided there and then, I'm going to revamp the entire team. And then he did it. When he got rid of the Rocket League team, I literally told him in a tarot reading that if he was waiting to make a decision to do it, and he took that as a sign to say, fuck it, I'm getting rid of Rocket League. No more Rocket League for anyone. If you want to play a competitive Rocket League, you go find your own team and you do it. I'm not getting involved. He does these things at the snap of a finger, and you don't know if it's going to be you next. If you say something that he can twist and manipulate the truth to expose you, to bring you down, to have power over you. And if you fight against that control that he wants over you, you will get burned. He will find a way to get it out of you. He will find a way to either cancel you or throw you out the team or make you submit and brainwash you basically into thinking that everything he's saying is true and it's not. And yeah, I anyone who's in the team now, I love you guys. You are not the problem. Pings is the only problem. And I would like to also say that he called me out on stream. I didn't actually say this. I was literally asleep. I was exhausted. I went to bed at 9 p.m. my time, and I just expected to have a small nap and wake up and then catch up with my friends and see what had happened. And then I woke up a couple hours later to multiple people messaging me saying shit like, "Oh my god, did you see, like, I can't believe you were in his chat and he was saying that to you." And I'm thinking, I wasn't in his chat. Who is this person? And it turns out that someone had made an account and was standing up for me in his stream. And there are literally that there was a video that my friend, thank God, recorded and sent to me because he deleted the video because he is a pussy and does not want to admit when he says things that are bad. Where he called me a, I don't know if I don't know if any of these are derogatory. He called me the C word. Um, he called me a bitch, a hoe bag, a slut, all on his stream. He wrote in the Snapchat group chat, which I was not a part of because I left, um, calling me a slut. He claimed that I was getting in the way of a private conversation between him and his wife, which, how can you have a private conversation with your wife in my DMs? And said that I took it the wrong way and I became a slut about it. When by the screenshots, which if nothing gets done, we will release. We will share all of that information and that will be out there. And I take full responsibility for anything that I've said. If you see those screenshots, you will see that I did not pressure him. I did not warp a situation. And he was the one who was pushing to tell me things. He was the one who was purposely trying to rile me up with the things he said. And as soon as he realized I could use that against him, which was obviously a few days ago when he remembered, oh shit, we had that conversation back in early April, he decided to twist things and try and cast me out and turn all my friends against me. So yeah, that's where we're at.
And to top it off, harassed you on Twitter and on TikTok DMs, following you,
That is
blocking him
true.
on several different things. So not only is he harassing you, but he's also stalking you.
Yes, so on Twitter, um, he came to me, um, where I don't even have, I have the screenshots. I wanna make sure that I say what actually happened. So I was telling people on the team that I cared about what had gone down because I knew that if he had a meeting with everyone or if he started messaging people, um, they would believe him over me because he's very, very good at lying and very good at making stories up. So I was telling the people that I cared about, who were then telling other people what happened because they wanted them to be on my side, of course. And he messages me saying, um, "You want to message everyone on my team? I got you." And what he actually did is he tried to break me and my boyfriend up. So me and my boyfriend actually lives very, very close to him. So they are like real life best friends. And he started messaging my boyfriend with these things from my past that I wasn't ready to open up to him about yet. Um, and he said, "Oh, did you tell him about this?" And I was like, "Well, I'm literally messaging him now because I'm very honest with my boyfriend. I don't lie." So I went and messaged him, and then Ping said that he messaged me before I got a chance to get to him. Luckily, he is the most understanding, lovely person in the world, and he did not hate me for a second for what Pings had informed him of, which were parts of me that I didn't want to show yet, that I wasn't ready to open up about. But he tried to break me and my boyfriend up. Um, and he also said to me, this is the exact message that he sent me. He said, because I said that he needs help, like mental help, because he is having trouble. Um, he said, "I need help," says the bitch who lays in bed because things don't go her way, or whines and cries about being so fucked up in the head. She likes a dude 3,000 miles away, then plays woe is me any chance she could get. So that is one thing that he said. Um, I mentioned the thing about him asking me if I was a virgin. He said that was a question, not because I gave a fuck. Why would you ask me if you didn't give a fuck? Um, Another thing that he was trying to make my boyfriend believe about me, which was not true. Um, he invalidated my trauma. He said, past trauma, see, here goes woe is me again. Um, where else? So, so that was the worst bits of the first Twitter conversation. Then he messages me again after the person who was not me talked shit to him in his stream. The stream which he called me a C word, a slut, hoe bag, bitch, whatever. Um, he messages me saying, "So now you got your people attacking me on stream. What are we trying to play here?" And I said, "I literally just woke up. I have no idea what this is about. I don't understand. I just woke up and got a flood of messages from people saying that he was shit talking me, thinking that I was that person in chat." Um, he said, "I don't believe this was not provoked, and I understand the game now." And I said, "I don't know this person." He then said, "I didn't insult you on stream, not one time. I have a video of him calling me out by name, my real name, and then um, swearing at me, calling me horrible names, all of this. I have multiple videos of him calling me names. So, kind of not really true. I don't believe you. It's game time. That's all I'm going to say. And remember, you started this by bringing it to a live stream." That is what he said. Um, and then I quoted him. Um, C word, bitch, slut, whatever you want me to call you. This bitch hasn't got a clue what she's talking about. That is what he said to me on stream. He said that was about the person, not me, but he believed that that Luna person was me. So surely he was targeting me by saying this. Um, and then he said he already told my boyfriend that this won't end well. I'm sorry it had to be this way. I tried to calm down, let the fire die, then the stream happened. You're trying to ruin my life and it's not cool, it's gross. People like you don't deserve to be on the internet. I definitely believe that's him just reflecting his own personal
I
feelings about
I I
who
want
he
to
is as a person.
state this. You as a
Mhm.
person belong on the fucking internet. He as a person
Yeah,
is a predatory human that is literally power craving and trying to manipulate others with his power. God
exactly.
fucking damn it. Pings, get the fuck out of here. Leave.
For real.
Be gone with you.
Um,
After the shit you have
he,
pulled, out. Fucking out.
yeah,
Continue.
yeah. Um, he then also made fun of my mental illness by saying, "And to think I sat there and tried to help you when you were, quotes, fucking, in quotes, breaking down." I said, "I never should have trusted you." And he said, "You never wanted help. You just wanted attention. That's all you look for. And I'm going to make sure you don't have to worry about that." So this seems like a threat. This seems like he is going to basically um, just start a war on me, which is why I had to tell as many people as possible what had gone down and the truth of the situation and my side of the story, because when someone's a leader of a team and they have that kind of control over people, that kind of name and reputation, they are going to believe them any day over someone like me. And I'm very grateful to have the people around me, like Liv and Buck and some of the people that I've been speaking to recently, who I won't name for privacy reasons.
One of our
I'm
top
very, very grateful, because if I did not have these people around me, I genuinely do not believe that I would have been able to cope with this. Like, genuinely. Um, if it happens in every single industry, you see it in the music industry, the film industry, of these people like harassing women, and people in general. And then as soon as they realize that what they did could be used against them, they will either try to shut them up, take away their power, or find a way to control them. And if that means twisting the truth in a way where they no longer have a say and they can't fight their side, that is what they will do, and that is what Pings will do to get his way. And he has apologized to me on TikTok, actually, because I blocked him on everything else, saying he wants it to die down, he wants to move on. And this is my personal statement saying, no, I am not letting this die. Why am I looking at my webcam? It's not even on. I am not letting this die down. I will not stop until you make a public apology and you say that I was kicked from the team and taken away from my admin privileges for no reason. That everything that you have done has been because you were scared. Everything that you did was because you did not want me to use this evidence against me. You wanted to keep me quiet. And until you can publicly apologize and say that I never did anything wrong and that you are the person who fucked up by having a conversation like that with someone and like leading them on this way and twisting things against them when you have a fucking wife, um until you can admit that you're wrong here, I will not stop talking about this. I will not stop bringing this up. I will mention this on my stream and I will make it loud and clear for everyone to know what you have done. Because I worked so hard on your team. I did so much for your team. I gave up so much for my team. I gave up friendships. I gave up time with my family. I gave up holidays. I gave up my days off work where I could have been relaxing. I was working my ass off for you guys. And this is the payback I get. And also, I'd just like to take a moment to appreciate the people who stood up for me and got removed from the team because of it. I'm very sorry that that happened to you, but at the same time, I'm not, because I think that we are way better off without that team. And I will be sharing my own Discord with anyone who would like to join it and would like to be part of a community with me.
As well as mine.
And as well as Buck's. Yeah, Buck has a great community. I definitely recommend that you guys go and hang out on there as well. We need to stand up as a community, as people. He is one man. I know there are a few people on the team who will have his back because they are blinded by how long they've been friends with him and the things that he's done for them. If they don't believe him, he will definitely be like, oh, well, what about this time where I saved your life? What about this time where I was there for you when you needed me? But no, I hope that it's more people who believe me than don't, because I have the screenshots, I have the videos, and if Pings has anything to say, that is not an apology, I'm not listening. I don't care. I know his side of the story because I was in it. And I know his side of the story is wrong. So you can talk as much as you want. You can try and control as many people as you want. You can kick people off of your team until it is just you and fucking, I don't know, Whitman and Cronus and whoever has your back. You can stick with those people, that's fine. But if you expect Shadow Syndicate to be a good team, a big team, a stronger team, it needs a different leader than you, because you are not fit to be a leader. I have been in management for 4 years and I could lead this team fucking better than you could in 100 years. So either get your shit together, make a public apology to me, or never run a team again. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your story. I really appreciate it. I wanna preface this before we wrap this up. This is not just about an apology. This is not just to get justice for Eternal or M. This, as
you can call me by name, it's fine.
Sorry. Eternal deserves the biggest apology. There are several other people that that Pings himself or Crackshot or whatever the fuck he wants to be called now has wronged as well. Until you apologize publicly to every single person that you've wronged, and until you step down from Shadow Syndicate, I will not stop. I will post this video every fucking day if I need to, because this will be posted to my YouTube, and I will not stop plugging it until you back the fuck down, you back the fuck off, and you step the fuck down. Get the fuck out of the internet. Delete your Twitch. Delete everything. Get out and be done. You no longer have a place here. You have wronged too many people, and you have taken advantage of too many people. So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you guys for sticking this out with us. I know this is not exactly the best thing to watch and have to watch right now. It's not something fun, and I'm so sorry. I genuinely never wanted to have to make a video like this or make a public statement like this, but this needed to be said, and this needed to be dealt with very swiftly. So thank you all so much for the support.
Before
Go
we
for it.
go, would you be okay with me posting my Discord link in chat for
Go
anyone
for
who
it.
wants to be
Absolutely.
a part of it?
Yes,
Okay,
of course.
cool.
I will also be posting mine as well. You can join both of ours. So there's mine.
Mine is an over 18 Discord, just to clarify. So if I don't know you personally, you will have to fill out an age verification thing. So if you message me or Spreet, and just show me a picture of your ID with nothing, everything should be blacked out except your photo and your date of birth. Then I can confirm that you are over 18 and I can get you in. And
Mine
I'd love to see some of you
is
guys here.
mine is not an 18 plus Discord. I don't go through that process. If you're a child, just don't go in the servers that are marked as not safe for work. That's just basic fucking human decency. I will be adding an age step verification to the process of my server with the next update, though, so just forewarning everyone. But as of right now, it is not currently an 18 plus Discord. Anyway, that is all from us. Again, thank you guys very much for the love and support on this. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening. I will be going live in a couple of hours. I gotta do some other stuff first, but I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Thank you guys.
Oh, we did it.